Hey everyone, it's Tyler. I know we're in the beginning of the episode here, but I couldn't find a good place for this quick little ad in the middle of the episode, so you're getting it right here at the start. I'd like to thank our friends at battlebards.com for providing all of the amazing soundscapes, music, and more that you've been listening to over the course of our adventure. BattleBards is an amazing resource for any dungeon master doing a home game or podcast to really spice up their adventure. You can use coupon code CAMPFIRE at battlebards.com for a discount off their BattleBards Prime service, which gives you full streaming access to over 3,600 tracks and so much more. Again, that's coupon code CAMPFIRE, or you can use the link down in the description below when you go to make your own account. I'll let you all get to the episode now, the last of this season. Goodbye.
Hello and welcome again to what you may not have realized is the last episode of the season
Finale.
There, yeah, that's what I said. That's what I meant.
Oh dear.
You gave me a heart attack.
He's gonna kill us.
Oh yeah.
no.
Oh shit. My plan's
cinnamon
been foiled.
bun.
Your synonym buns. However will you?
However will I make words that are the same meaning as other words?
Right?
Without those buds.
No. But aside from the mystical power of the synonym rolls, let's go ahead. This is episode
12.
12. We're at 12. This is insane.
You guys won't be hearing this for a while.
Yeah.
We have a whole dozen.
Okay, to go ahead and let the audience behind the curtain for a second, we have actually been recording these at a rush because one of our table mates is actually moving away. So, yeah, that's Val. But
I'm so glad we were able to get you through an entire season before you moved.
I'm honestly glad to have been here for this whole thing.
Who knows?
In
You
retrospect.
may hear from him again someday.
Over a
yeah.
headset, most likely. But
If we
definitely.
hit this campaign again, you're gonna be in it.
Yeah.
In retrospect, if we did not consider any of your commentary on the previous episodes, just know we recorded this entire campaign without posting our bad. We're working on it. Like we said at the very beginning. We're trying to get better, alright?
Hey, if you're listening to this, you made it through anyway.
You know what? Yeah, actually, I'm not sorry. Deal with it.
If you're still here just as a hater, it's like, you know what? You're still here.
Yeah, if you're here hating on everything we like...
Views are views, man.
If you hate everything we do and you're here at episode 12, I commend your spite.
Actually,
here's the thing.
yes, I would like to reward your spite, but we don't have anything for that yet. So.
All I'll say in
I
response...
admire your hatred.
All I will say is, yes, I'm very aware I sound fat.
Oh, well, let's not just...
Tyler, what do
give
I sound
them
like on
our
audio?
criticism.
You sound like someone beat a large horse with several
Is this what we're
switches.
doing?
What? I don't
That
have
doesn't
the
make any sense.
self-confidence for this.
Listeners, if you have this much hate, send me your address. I'll ship you out a red Gatorade as a haterade.
Oh, don't do it. You'll get burned.
Red Gatorade. That tastes like pure red.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, it's
Red 40.
concentrated red.
What
Hope
flavor
you're
is
not
that?
allergic.
Red.
All right,
Oh,
I have a
then.
friend who's definitely
Okay.
allergic to Red 40.
So now that we have had our little, I don't know, humanizing moment, let's go ahead and get to the episode. Last we left off, the group had just ventured into their first attempt at real estate with a mobile home.
That's right, our first mobile tank.
Please no one
Yeah,
took
we're-
meth in this.
No. It's time
We
to
can't
cook.
do that storyline. It's already been done.
Skamos starts putting things away.
Still haven't watched that show.
It's fantastic.
I'm
I'm on
not
my
gonna get
third
into
watch
it.
through.
Later.
Anyway.
Alright. So last we left off, the party had just acquired a cart, a horse, and were on their way to their last objective, to check in with Lord Verner. Having skipped the bandits, I think they spoke for themselves. They were a little uneasy over that decision, but they decided to move on. As for what waits for them on the road, who knows? But with this cart, they're definitely going to be making it back much faster than they had before. So, you'd all just moved out of that unnamed town. You're all heading towards Dahl Hall, only a few hours away. What'll you do to keep yourselves busy on the road?
I have to drive the damn thing. I can't do nothing else.
True.
Yeah. That much is true.
Gonna be staring at birds and making sure the horse isn't veering off into the trees.
Gus is watching the surroundings to make sure, we're safe.
Can Swigs hear
Okay.
me through the barrel?
Yeah.
Keeping
Okay.
a steady watch. Gus is realizing that this is the forest with raiders in it. And he's awake now. So
Yeah.
he's like, making sure that we're safe.
Skamos is finishing this newest patch on his coat.
Okay. It's a little shaky, so it takes you longer than normal,
Yeah,
but
but-
you can manage it. What's the new patch?
The final design is now Val, Mara, and Gus standing around a campfire, and standing around the campfire in the various portraits that he's made, he's kind of doing Gus by eye, because he knows we're getting to Clash Keep, and
He has
wants...
memorized every muscle group.
Oh! He got a very good look the other day!
Oh. My.
His pecs are shinier than this.
It's like, this is the wrong shape. It's not bright enough!
Aaron, how do you feel about this?
I don't know if Gus is aware. To be honest with you,
You know?
he knows that the tiefling's a very studious guy, But I don't,
That's a good word.
but I don't think Gus is just aware enough of his surroundings to tell you that he knows this is going on.
Is his gaydar broken?
I just don't think it's even present. It's still in the box,
It sounds
Metaphor.
like he's just not aware of it.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no. Skamos is a great friend. Why would you?
Oh no, this is that story.
Oh no! If this
Senpai.
ever gets popular, there's going to be
notice
horrible fan fiction.
Send it all to me.
Oh god!
dear Lord.
Please keep
Shared
it very
email.
away from me. Do not slip into my DMs with some
There's-
slash fiction.
I will send it to her, don't you worry.
There's no coming back from this.
The wagon is going. We're going.
Yes,
No.
you're all on the road to Dahl Hall, and in a
We got
few
caught up
short.
in the gaydar.
Look, that's your fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you're doing the group on your coat,
The
though.
group
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
the campfire,
Awesome.
and it as it goes further down, it slowly breaks down into those strange arcanic symbols that were on the sketches and on the old man. So I had to
Okay,
get him in
okay.
there somehow.
all right. No, that's a good representation of him. All right, that totally works.
I was reciting the alphabet with Swigs
Okay,
Aw.
in like a
She-
little
she's trying.
pre-K sing-songy kind of catchy way.
Yeah, no, those didn't stick with you too well,
Yeah.
but you're getting it. You're
Yeah.
getting it. She's getting it, and you're pretty much just giving her the lesson that you had before,
Yeah.
and you are noticing a considerable improvement. She's getting 17 letters in, and keeping it. She's retaining it.
Okay.
The fact that you keep teaching her regularly definitely has something to do with how well this is going. Aside from that, Scamus, go ahead and make your check
Which one?
for the sewing.
Oh, yeah.
On a rickety cart.
Drow mom is best mom.
That's a nat 20.
Holy fuck!
Oh.
You complete it, and your representation of those many arcane symbols drifting below the party is actually fairly accurate. You're still unsure as to the true significance of them, But you have them sewn down. You have your template for a painting.
Yeah, I might paint this later. This is a pretty good one.
All right.
He's sitting there.
Nobody heard that. Moving on.
Even I didn't hear that.
I heard.
No.
Okay, anyways.
After he finishes the new patch, he just kind of holds it out triumphantly, looking a little too proud.
It's a pretty big one, isn't it?
It's like 2 handspans.
Okay.
It's sizable, but it's not like huge.
Are you
But he looks extremely happy and just sort of folds it up with it on the upside and just sort of sits there looking very content.
All right. Well, the hours pass. The day is more or less uneventful. And soon enough, you lot make it to Doll Hall.
Tyler, are you okay?
Nope.
That sounded like you stepped on a twig.
That whole
No, that
arm
was his
is shut
shoulder.
down.
Yeah, but-
Okey doke.
Oh. Yeah, that just happens sometimes, by the way.
You okay, bud?
Oh, he's good.
He's good.
He's
He's good.
perfectly
That was
fine.
an audible snap. Like,
Yeah.
you could probably rewind it.
Yeah. No, that
Cut
happens.
the tape!
Do you need, like, a
Nope.
massage?
No, this happens on a really regular basis.
Okay.
That hasn't happened in like a few months, actually.
Ah,
Not one that bad, but my
Yeah.
shoulder pops like
Okay.
pretty regularly.
Okay.
to be
Yeah.
fair,
Just saying, I heard
Yeah,
I
no,
heard it from here, man.
That was a straight up snap. That
Yeah,
was
when you edit this, you're going to hear...
2 exclamation points there. But moving on, a lot of you break into Doll Hall, and this time you blend in with the crowd much easier as merchants and traders are moving their goods through the midday. Honestly, the lot of you, just with all of your supplies in the back of the cart, look much the same, though a little more haggard and ready for war, but not even the guards stop you. Except for one. Val, you recognize this one.
Oh no.
It's the same one that helped you out.
Oh,
He sees you lot coming in, steps aside the cart as you are all about to enter the main gate, and he says, you're still carrying that special package?
yes.
Okay then. Just going through?
Going through.
Alright then.
Did need to stop to talk to Roderick for a quick second, but we should be out of here before the afternoon is over.
Well, if you'll just come with me then.
Alright.
And he
I'll
walks,
hop on his
leading the cart to the side and out of the way of the main thoroughfare. And right beside the main gate is the gatehouse. I'll unlock it for you. He does so very quickly. And he, instead of returning to his post, stays at the door, holding it open for the lot of you. If you need to speak with him, he should be in there.
Okay.
I will go. I don't know if any of you guys need to talk to him.
Mara's gonna go in, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, Gus will probably go talk to Roderick, too. Just to...
You should
Just,
stay with our special package.
Okay.
I have a bit of unfinished business with him.
Just keep it in the barrel.
Actually, I don't think I have any business with him.
It's going to stay in the barrel.
No, Gus decides he's going to stay at the cart, yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
You're gonna.
I don't
stay
think
with
I don't
the
think he
barrel.
necessarily has any need to speak with the... Yeah. Nothing to report, anyways.
Alright.
Other than giant evil frog monster.
No.
Wish I'd have told someone about that.
Yeah.
Sort of.
The lot of you, it's Mara and Skamos walk in. You see Roderick in full gear this time, standing next to the door that leads to the cells. And you hear him at the tail end of him shouting something in there. And then he turns, talks to a few of his men as they go to their desks and begin filling out paperwork. And then turns to sit at his desk when he sees you two.
Let it be known
poor
Mara's a
guy.
bit behind Skamos.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Oh no. he raises one hand in like a gesture to stop you from across the room. He's all right. What are you doing here?
We just wanted to pop in, let you know that we've taken care of our business. We're heading back to Clash Keep now. We'll be out of your hair by the hour. Our special package, little air quotes, is secure. We're not here to cause trouble. We just wanted to check in, and I wanted to ask you one question, and I think Mara wanted to talk to you.
Alright, what do you got?
I told you about Bodwin the first time we were here.
Yeah.
I heard while we were in Longbrook that he was heading back to Clash Keep down this road, and I was just wondering if you'd seen and arrested him.
I haven't seen him on this road.
Okay, thank you. And I just turned to Mara.
Silently walks up to the desk. We didn't have a chance to speak before I left. And it wasn't the most fortunate parting.
He looks pretty weary hearing all this.
I just came here to say that you held up your end of the bargain, and it is appreciated. So she extends a hand.
Well enough, I guess. He offers his hand in return, gives a solid shake, and then leaning back against his desk, looks to you with crossed arms. Look, I understand why you would think that I wouldn't hold up my end, but to be perfectly honest, I didn't want to shed blood in town limits. I don't enjoy that kind of work.
I don't need reasons for why you do what you say you're going to do. It only matters to me that you hold up your word.
If anything, I'm just trying to say thanks for not making me have to follow through on that.
She doesn't respond to that necessarily, but asks, do you have any information on the road to Clash Keep?
Well, it's a little troublesome, but,
Seems you've been having a bandit problem on the way.
not
But
bandits. Those are new. I did get a report from those. They should have the situation under wraps with, those folk, but no. Thieves Guild. They've been smuggling narcotics through our merchants, illegal substances, and we think that they're set to destabilize the region.
stabilize with just drugs. And
We think they're gonna kill Lord Verner.
her face just blank.
Skamos just silently turns and looks at the both of them.
Literally, your pose right now is jazz music stops.
She sort of leans in on the desk. I need to know what proof you have of this.
We don't have much.
What makes you say any of it?
Well, we had a vocal testament from one that we had captured, who promptly managed to kill themselves when we weren't watching.
So loyal.
To a fault.
You trust him.
I don't trust him worth a damn. But I'll give you the short of it. He told us that he and his clan were going to break us from the inside out.
You sent word to Verner.
Oh yeah.
How long?
It's been about 5 days.
I don't expect he's the type to overlook these things, but
Oh hell no.
I'll impress him upon it again. I'll be seeing him within a few days.
Good. If he keeps you in the keep, if he keeps you around himself, keep him safe.
Of course.
It's been a while since I've been out of this town, but from what I've heard, if he goes down, we don't have a suitable replacement for him.
He not want to say that too loudly.
Yeah, I think they already know it. Anyways, that's all I've had my hands busy with.
That's all you've had.
Well, yeah, we're trying to put some pressure on this new thieves guild. We caught one of them, rest of them escaped. Since then, we've been locating all of the little breaches that they've been crawling in from. They're using merchants that haven't been around as long. They took over a few of the settlements that were abandoned after the goblins. And that's been the gist of it.
What kind of drugs?
Well, the kind that
Give me a name.
Moonglass.
Is that from the Trade City?
Yes.
I'm going to reach into my bag, pull out a piece of sketch paper, and as quickly as as accurately as I can, I'm going to draw a portrait of Samir. Or at least the man I believe to be Samir.
The man you spoke with on the
Yeah.
cart.
Yeah. The man who identified himself as Louis Montclair.
Yeah.
You're going to have to roll your painting for that.
Well, that's a base 16. What kind of check is this for me?
This is your performance.
A performance.
Well,
Nice.
it's
24.
it's performance in the sense that it's using your craft.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's still pretty good. So would you say this is plus dex or intelligence?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Because you have to remember him.
That's fair. That's fair. That is still a 21.
It's a pretty good sketch. That's Roderick saying it.
Pass it across the table and just write. This man refers to himself as Louis Montclair.
Yes.
And if I'm right, his real name is Samir Ferdinand. He's from the Trade City, like me. And I don't know a whole lot about him, but I know I saw him while we were in Longbrook.
Do you have reason to assume that he would be a conspirator?
Yes, he's my brother.
Mara, how much trouble does this one get into? Enough for it to be hereditary?
I would take offense, but in this particular situation, you're completely on the nose.
I have every reason to believe so. He's warned me of his brother himself.
Alright, so be it. We'll have the more perceptive guardsmen keeping an eye out for him. We appreciate the sketch.
He just nods and walks back to the cart.
I take it you'll be off then?
Can't waste any more time.
Understood. If you end up coming back this way, I may have use of you, but if Verner gives you more pressing matters, don't give us a second thought.
I do as I'm asked, no more.
Alright. Well, get out of here then. He just waves the both of you off.
Small bow and walks out without another word.
He reciprocates. Alright. Business tied up in Doll Hall. Alright, are you guys gonna hit anything else while you're in this town? Val, Gus, you would have first go.
Gus is just like sitting staring at the cart, imagining how he can armor it. But obviously not having much resource. It's just a fanciful idea while he's
You do
watching
know-
while he's watching everything.
Being in this town,
Mhm.
as it is a trade town connected to a logging camp, if you wanted to buy lumber on the cheap, this is the place. And supposedly, the wood here is a hell of a lot stronger.
We're talking 4 silver cheap.
I don't know how much you'd
Yes.
get for that.
Yes.
Maybe a few dinner plates.
Guys, I got 26 gold.
Okay. I think we can strengthen this wagon.
Okay.
Also, wheels. We need
yes,
wheels.
we need wheels.
Yeah, would be
Okay.
wood would be a very good start.
So,
there.
give it a once over, and
Okay.
whatever we need, we'll go to a merchant. We'll get an estimate for how much that's going to run us.
Gus, looking at it, you know it would take all of Val's money. For the necessary iron, any specific tools, because you have a blacksmithing kit on you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you would need
Artisan.
something like a carpentry kit,
Okay.
just to work the wood the right way.
Okay, got it.
Aside from that, you could probably get it done with just the raw material.
Okay.
Okay.
Should be good. Raw materials. Probably need some tools, but I think we can manage.
Is it gonna help us get there?
Gus just kind of nods his head.
All right. I hand him my purse, and it's just.
All right. How much gold does Gus gain?
That's 26 gold, 3 silver, and 1 copper.
Hey, there you go.
Okay. Gus will go to the place with all the wood.
All right.
Not the forest,
You,
but the
you head into the market,
Sure.
and you immediately see a large platform
Okay.
that looks like an unfinished trade house
All right.
that is just stockpiled
I'm
Excellent.
staying with the
with
word.
lumber
Yeah.
and some iron.
All right.
Like there's a small stack of ingots set on a table, and just a surplus of this dark, rich-looking wood.
Okay. Cool. Ooh, beautiful. All right. Gus admires it for a moment, and then tries to find somebody who looks like they know what they're doing.
All right. There's a short man, a dwarf, actually,
Okay.
covered in fine like silks and robes. He's got pointy shoes, and as he sees you looking over the wood, he's just, customer. It's been a while. Can I help you?
Gus gives a bow, says, "My name is Augustus Thunderbeard, formerly of the Bone Splitter clan.
Oh my, quite intimidating me.
You can call me Gus."
All right, I'll call you Gus then.
Hi.
Like friends. You can call me Desmond. I'm the head trader here.
Desmond. Gus thinks
So-
about it. Good name. Let's do
you.
business.
Absolutely. I like your attitude. So, what can I interest you in? And
Wood.
he just gestures towards the stacks of lumber.
Lots of wood.
I'm trying not to make jokes.
What might this be for? You have the means
You
to
okay,
carry this,
Jess?
yes?
It's fine.
We can't exactly
Okay.
deliver it all for you.
Well, maybe not that much wood then.
Are you some sort of noble?
Gus doesn't. No. That's no.
Oh.
I'm an adopted dwarf. He points at his beard.
Huh.
You know, the fake beard that he's wearing.
Yeah, he seems kind of flabbergasted.
across the market. Huh.
Yeah, he's
So
just
you're
kind of
this is the first
flabbergasted.
NPC he's actually told this to. This is the first character he's told
Yeah,
this to.
he hasn't
I think.
spoken with anyone about this.
It's like, that makes so much sense.
So, but alright, I have questions.
A lot of questions.
Okay.
As a fellow dwarf, how did you become adopted by, I assume, dwarves?
I woke up on a red clay desert field of battle. Several orcs all dead around me. I was but a child when a dwarf in shiny armor walked up, picked me up, and said, "You're coming home with me." And from then on, I was known as Gus,
So
half orc and dwarf.
interesting. Well,
But you can call me Gus. It's okay.
Yes, let's go back to that part.
Okay, cool.
Yes, you're Gus. I'm Desmond. How much lumber would you like to purchase?
Remember, we need parts for the wagon.
Yeah, I need enough wood for a wagon to fix a wagon.
Full top and all with wood,
We are missing a top.
Yeah, actually, yeah, top would be preferred. Yes, top.
We also need to fix the wheels and the axle.
Well,
Wheels,
would you say?
axle.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
You're
yep.
planning on quite some work.
Yep.
And this would be for an average wagon, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
All right. If that's the case, I think you would need possibly a full half a pallet of lumber. That would be 6 pieces.
6 gold pieces.
Oh, no. Not gold pieces. That's
Platinum?
6 strips of lumber.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Gus trying not to show that he's sweating a little bit. Okay. How much?
I'll offer you the local and the marketer's price values. It would be 5 gold per strip of lumber, as this is quite a worthwhile material.
Mm-hmm.
High quality, I assure you. I've never heard a finer word.
Okay.
You can get 5.
Okay. We'll make do with that. And I hand the gold.
All right.
So
A pleasant transaction. Where can we deliver
How
these
much-
5
how much-
strips?
How much in total was that?
That's 5 sets of lumber.
Okay.
Like that's
So it's
5
25.
strips of lumber.
All right.
Lumber.
Whatever gold is remaining, I give back to Val.
Okay.
So I'm at 1 gold.
Hey.
Yay.
I'm at 1 gold, 3 silver, and 1 copper.
All right.
I've got pocket change.
Could you do me a favor and help me transfer this?
Certainly.
wood to,
We have plenty of workers.
Thank you.
Where?
I point over there to the drow woman
Oh my.
across the way.
I'm just,
Oh my.
Just sitting in the cart with a barrel.
Okay. I'll have some workers over.
Oh, I know.
Give it just a few minutes.
Wait a minute.
Do I notice that Desmond is a dwarf
Yes.
as well?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
He stated
Desmond
that
is
he was.
absolutely a dwarf.
All right. He goes over and he clasps Desmond's hands. He says, from one dwarf to another, thank you, brother.
Of
May,
course.
may Torm
Of course.
guide you in all your endeavors.
What do you know of Torm?
I'm a paladin of Torm.
You're kidding.
When I was but a child.
Now
goes
was
into that
a young boy.
I'm imagining, like, when he every he just drops the line, when I was a child, just like full Batman, like stark black lines.
Oh, dude.
No, it's just
Oh,
the
man.
One Punch Man, like, face shift.
When I was but a child, I learned the art of blacksmithing. The other dwarven children made fun of me, obviously, for my skin color. I cared not. I worked in secret, and I created a statue to Torm. The other dwarven boys found me, beat me up, made fun of my statue. When they left, the eyes went aglow in the statue, and the statue told me that if I tried harder, that I could become a paladin of Torm. I took that oath that day to become a paladin of Torm.
I'll not stand in the way of Torm nor any of his flights of fancy. You go ahead and do the good man's work. I'll have that lumber right over.
All right, he bows again.
Very intense person.
He bows again to the dwarf and says, "Thank you, brother."
The dwarf is noticeably startled. Like even for Gus, it just takes a few seconds before he like returns with a slight bow and just goes back to his duties.
It's like, that's the weirdest person I've sold things to today.
Oh, he stops mid-stride, turns around and says, "Next time I see you, let me tell you about the time I killed a kobold."
Sure, yeah.
He points at
Yeah.
the kobold skull no longer
It's
can
on
fit
his
on.
chainmail.
Yeah, it can't fit on his breastplate.
wear
So
it
he's
like
no,
around
he's just
his
wearing
neck.
around his neck.
Okay.
Like underneath
Okay.
the beard, he's
Yeah.
just a giant, or not giant, a kobold
This
skull.
is sizable.
Yeah, smiling.
Wear it as a codpiece.
No, not Gus's style, but I do admire that though. So Gus then goes back to the cart,
It is
as
very
quickly as
medieval.
possible.
All right, Val. Gus makes it back, and just like 2-3 minutes later, there are workers with 5 sets of lumber. These are like long work planks,
Okay.
and they just stack them on top of the cart next to the barrel. It's taking up quite a lot of room. Somebody's gonna have to walk.
Okay.
It's not me.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were gonna work on fixing this. Fuck. Okay, never mind.
All right. So I guess I'll take my tools out, whatever I can, and attempt to try to, work
Alright.
on the wagon. However, which way possible I can.
It would take a bit of time to
Sure.
get any of that in, so unless you would take like 3 hours to start working the material.
Sure. I'll do it.
All right.
Oh, I mean, if the party's willing. I mean, obviously we just have a shit ton of lumber now here. So
I was gonna say, are we like all together now? After
Yeah, no, at this point everybody's together.
Yeah.
So it's
Maybe when we make camp tonight,
okay. Gus nods. Okay.
because they're not
huge fans of us here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the people
Yeah.
in the tavern really like me, but everyone else less so.
I
Also
point
true.
over the lumberyard. I have a friend over there.
Oh, you met
You see Desmond.
Hi, Desmond.
Hello.
Oh.
His stammer comes back immediately.
Oh, it's you!
Hello.
So,
Gus
I'm
waves and
sorry.
says, "That's my friend."
he sold you a bunch of plywood.
To strengthen our wagon,
Oh, I see.
more armor.
That was actually my idea.
Of course it was. Let's get the
sorry.
hell out of here.
All right, a lot of you right out of Doll Hall
Hi,
with
Desmond.
no time to spare. He like sheepishly waves out of courtesy and then very quickly like returns to doing something, anything.
Context.
with us.
Context, Gus. The last time I saw that man, I screamed at him.
Oh,
The last time I saw that man, I conned him out of a very valuable shield.
oh.
I was the one who got the shield.
Yeah.
Gus kind of sighs and says, "I work with thieves."
No. It was
I didn't-
payment for dealing with a problem
He wanted
was
to
paying
lowball
for.
us on a very important business venture of his, and I wasn't having any of that.
You know, Gus has been traveling with you for a little while now, so he wants to give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay.
I just yelled at him because he was an annoying ass.
Okay. Okay.
I needed the shield because I got hit with was it a fireball?
Ooh. Magic.
Firebolt.
It was like a gem, or
It was like a laser or something.
you
A
just
column of fire.
Yeah, I got hit with a column of fire.
That's
and it
what
hurt.
it
right in the
was.
chest, and she went straight down.
Yeah, you
No fight.
you did
And
not take
from
that very well.
From that point on, I decided I needed a shield.
Yep.
Gus nods his head. Armor good.
But yeah, no, you guys break out of Doll Hall on the eastern road, heading to Clash Keep. The road is noticeably less maintained than the others, but at the start of it, it's well used enough to where the ground is rather hard packed. You're not having much issue driving at all. And you see a familiar sight, those pepper bushes, and the road diverging across the wetlands onto the many farms and territories that you would expect the people living around Doll Hall inhabit.
I think he stole a bunch of peppers.
Yeah, as we're driving by, I'm just like reaching for a bush and
All right, roll
grabbing a
2d12.
handful. 5, 6.
Okay,
6
okay.
total.
You get a pretty good amount. You get a bushel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get enough for maybe one big meal or like 3 small meals.
I'm gonna make salsa.
Oh God. Okay.
They're your castanets.
I love castanets. Stop hating. Yeah. The traveling goes fairly smoothly until about just a few hours before twilight, like 2 hours before twilight, where the ground starts to get a little soft for the wagon. I'll need you to roll either your land vehicle handling or animal handling.
I'll do vehicle.
All right.
So that's just proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Mercy. Okay, 17.
All right. You're actually navigating much better with any semblance of light, and as soon as the light is starting to falter, Val, I'm assuming you come in with your dancing lights. So you make quite a bit of progress in the day, but it does very quickly, after nightfall, get to a point where you need to make camp. Otherwise, there will be no time for wards, there will be no time to set up camp, like...
Right.
Okay,
All right.
everyone, make your
You know the
survival
drill.
checks.
Oh, hey!
Okay.
16!
We're going with that.
I got a 1.
12.
That's after I rolled a natural 19, but
Oh yeah, that -3 wisdom.
5 wisdom.
Okay.
We got a 2.
Wait, nature is int, so that would get technically.
No,
be-
nature, that's knowledge nature. This is like perception or survival.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So you get to a point that triggers a memory. You remember being in this region. You were around it twice. This is not too far away from the Tower of Gath.
If it's still there, the Tower of Kath is right off I think that little side road. There's
Yes. As you start looking for it, you see a few inlets that were made from the goblins, but you don't see the cobbled path yet.
it should be close.
Didn't we have a difficult time making camp there last time?
We had a difficult time with a cave full of goblins wielding magic, but they're all dead. We had a perfectly fine time making camp at the foot of the tower. As long as you weren't inside the tower. It's kind of loud.
Good a place as any, I guess.
Oh.
Tell Mara's not very thrilled about going back to the magic site.
All right. So a lot of you are looking for the entrance to the Tower to Keth. All right. It doesn't take long, especially because you are familiar with this region. Skamos, you spotting it, you actually see the path, and it takes a little bit of clearing, pulling brushes aside so that the horse can actually take the cart upwards. Gus, you have to secure the lumber as you're finally going up an incline, but
Yeah.
it doesn't take long to get to a fairly widespread clearing, and Gus, this is your first time seeing it.
Excellent.
But what looks like an ancient wizard's tower.
Oh, wow. Cool.
It is covered in overgrowth. One of the doors, of the double doors, has like collapsed, and it seems like only vines hold up the second. Underneath and on a path branching just below the tower is the entrance to a cave. Yeah. A slight blue glow emanates from the place. And it doesn't seem to startle them, but something almost like every 15 minutes, there's a strike of thunder that just echoes and billows out from the tower.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, don't go inside the tower until you hear that noise. That something weird happens in there. Magic, lightning, I think. Last time we were in there.
There's also, the disembodied suit of armor.
Yeah, there's him. I really want to see that second floor, but there's him.
Want for me to go smite it?
No. He's,
I could smite it for you.
Not evil.
yeah, that word.
I could still smite it.
No, you couldn't.
Oh.
He's made of armor.
I like armor. I don't think I'm gonna smite it.
Oh yeah, that might.
That
hurt
goes
your inside a little bit.
goes against your religion.
Conflict of interest.
It's like, that would be against-
Gus.exe has stopped working. Cannot compromise craftsmanship.
Gus just looks earnest. Just say it's evil.
It's not. It's more neutral.
It's been so long since I've smited somebody.
It actually has.
Yeah. No,
I don't even know how to whip things anymore.
Oh no.
This just feels like a sketty noodle.
Oh no.
Alright, so I take it that a lot of you set up camp. You're not going to be delving back into either of those locations, the cave nor the tower?
Skamos would dip into both the cave just a little bit and the tower to make sure there isn't anything big and horrible ready to rip us to pieces in the
As
midst
far
of
as
the
you
night.
can tell, the cave is abandoned.
Cool.
I just realized it'd be really fucked up if we're like, okay, Swigs, we brought you back home. Get out now.
Oh.
This is where we got
I was about to say,
Swigs.
I'm not going back into the cave. I'm not taking
I'm
Swigs
not
in
going
there.
nowhere near either of those places.
Skamos has no moderate
You have a lot of fear.
Lots of fear, but
Yeah, I'm going to slow your roll right now. You're a bard.
Alright.
Anyway.
But you dip into the tower for a little bit?
yeah, I wait for one of the massive thunder cracks and then step in.
Yeah, there's a notable crack of thunder, and you think you see something cracking in the air above the tower between the prongs, but you have no idea what. You could assume it's lightning, but it didn't look like it. It looked like a breach, and then it was gone.
I still want to go up there, but
Yeah. So you dip in?
yeah.
Alright, I assume everybody else is setting up camp and actually resting.
Just sitting by the fire, reading my book.
You're going in.
Alright.
Gus is probably gonna follow his friend
Alright.
because he
Just want to make sure there's nothing big, terrible, dangerous in there gonna eat us in the night.
Gus help you.
Whatever you gotta say to stoke your curiosity.
Oh, blunder bros. There they go again.
Alright, Mara, go ahead and take another crack at that book. And intelligence. History, if you'd like.
It's all the same. Plus 0. 9. 3 better than last time, but...
Yeah, you're digging through it, but you keep skimming back to reaffirm what it is that you're reading, because it is just very dense. But you're getting through it. You're about halfway through the book at this point.
Yeah, Mara's literate, but you can just kind of tell, like, if there could be smoke coming out from her ears, there would be. Just, this is not her area of expertise, but she's fucking trying.
Yeah, it takes a good amount of focus, but...
Is it like super stale, like just like facts, like no inflection to the facts? just like day 3, we killed a cow and ate it. Day 4, walked 200 paces. Day 5,
Past the cow.
Yeah, past another cow.
It's,
ate that one.
It's an unembellished account of, like, the forming of, like, civil territory
Yeah.
in the Tiefwood.
Okay.
So it's got, like, a brief area on, like, how it happened, a brief section on the architects, and it just goes, it keeps going.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She looks about as comfortable as a soldier with a book.
Okay. Alright. Val, what are you doing?
I'm gonna show Swig something else.
Okay.
I'm
Is it how to do the Rambo mud wall thing?
What?
Never mind.
What?
What's that?
Moving on.
I'm going to pray.
Oh no, you're gonna teach her to pray?
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
I'm going to get in my typical kneeling position, and as I breathe on my ring, it's going to pulsate with the same moonlight. And I'm just going to show her, and I'm going to
How are you gonna explain it to her? I want to hear what you say.
Where I'm from, there is a goddess that pities my people.
Why?
Because my people are lost.
Oh.
My people are lost. Many people think of them as monsters, violent monsters.
Yeah, they do.
And generally, when they come out of the dark up to the surface, at times they are treated that way.
Because they kill people.
But she sees the good in us, and she brings us to places like where I was raised, where people are willing to give us a chance to live and interact as everyone else does.
You see Swigs looks down at her hands for a moment, then balled together, before looking back up at you with tears in her eyes. Do you think she would help a monster like me?
Skimos starts crying. Skimos is like,
You're not there.
Skimos is standing at the door like,
Mara is, and she puts down the book.
With the glowing ring in my hand, I'm going to take both of her hands into mine, and I'm going to say, let's ask her together.
How?
We speak to her, and we keep speaking until we feel that she has heard us.
Okay. But let me... She leaves one of her hands in between your hands, pulls one hand back, reaches through her things to a deep place, pulls, and for the first time you see plainly what looks like a large, polished marble with a yellow glow. For the first time, you see her rock. Her transmuted portion of Lacrima. And you can tell by holding her hand, and as it comes close and is clasped between her two hands, that is a focus. She clasps her hands together, letting them rest in yours. She says, "Okay, how do we talk to her?"
As you talk to anyone, you address her first. You introduce yourself,
Okay.
and then you speak. You tell her how you feel, things that have happened. You tell her what you seek from her. And then if you feel that you have more to say, you keep talking. And you keep talking until you've said everything.
Can you start?
I will begin.
Okay.
And from that point, I'm going to go into what it was usually her daily prayer, like the cult, like this is step 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5.
you're going through your equivalent of the rosary.
Yes.
Okay. Swigs stays quiet, but there's a strangeness to your ritual. As you're praying with Swigs, you see the ethereal, almost gaseous light emanate off your ring until it forms a band around both of your hands and by extension around both of Swig's hands.
Wonderful.
Alright. Now, back to the fools in the tower.
Crying. Just standing there in like the center of the tower, just the door of the tower. Just...
Come, friend Skamos. We must venture forth.
Okay.
Sure.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, Lord.
We're right back into this.
No.
All right. Gus brandishes his warhammer, looking for any danger.
Alright, as...
You okay, Jess?
I'm fine. I am just fine.
Oh, man.
Giving goblins religion.
Skamos, as soon as you enter, you see the animate armor. It's actually moving.
Hello again.
It looks up from the rack of weapons that it had just, placed something into. Hand on either hip, it looks back to you. You see it reach at its throat as it grasps nothingness and pulling back in a clenched fist. You've returned.
Yes, we're making our way back to the place we came from, and the base of the tower is probably the safest place we know of to make a camp. We're not here to intrude. We're not here to steal or go to the second floor. Gath, God, Torm, forbid.
Good.
Yeah, Gus is just fully enamored. It's just amazing. It's a walking, talking suit of armor.
It is a full plate suit of armor.
It's like everything he's ever yeah.
Yeah, no.
This is our friend Gus.
Gus is like, hello.
Gus, this is our animate armor friend, son of this place.
Well, may Torm bless you. Walking, talking suit of armor.
And blessings of the High Crown to you. And raises one hand as it says that before going back to rest on its hip.
Skamos immediately pulls out a notebook.
Just writing that down.
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you in need of any assistance?
I believe they have assisted me. The infestation has been removed. But the curse of this place stands.
How can I help you, friend?
I do not know.
Okay.
It's alright, Gus. We tried. This place is older and stranger than anything we can deal with. To be blunt, it's above our pay grade.
Now you're thinking like Mara.
I think Mara would have put it
I'm
like
still
that.
beaming
Right.
with how proud of that moment I am.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm still crying on the inside. And on the outside, there's not something in my eye, it's tears.
Alright. Back to Gus's moment.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to look over my notes real quick to see if there's anything I could help him with. No, I
You
got
got
nothing.
any armor polish?
Just toss him like a
Does
greasy
your elbow
rag.
squeak?
Yeah.
Give him a can of WD-40.
The suit of armor's its helmet.
Mhm.
It sifts off to one side before the visor focuses on you. And it says, You. If we fought, could you win?
Gus is gonna size him up here real quick. Maybe.
Okay. What'd you roll?
Oh,
for
his
insight?
perception was like, or his insight on that. Yeah, that would be a 4, which is why he's like maybe,
Okay.
but trying to play it off. You know,
Yeah.
Skamos
he's not
just
sure.
like just stops writing and just looks up and very concerned glances.
I mean,
He's
if
moving
you
his
wanna
one hammer
size
from one
them
hand to
up,
the other, kinda
size up the two
kinda
of them
twirling
between
it.
each other. You can make an insight check, but I don't think
That's
it'd
a
do much.
very big, very ripped half-orc and a living suit of armor.
Do you wish this end, friend?
Not an end, but a loss. I cannot let anyone ascend.
Oh, the tower?
Aye.
I don't think we have business there, do we?
Sorry?
The tower?
Skamos just like, starts chewing on his pencil, looks at his pencil, is just, shit,
It's
these
ruined.
are expensive.
It's ruined.
Fuck!
No.
Why would we want your tower, friend Armor?
Because there's very nice things up there, maybe. Mm-hmm.
I would not let you take, even if you won.
I could look at them. I could write them down.
You...
May we have safe passage up there under your viewing?
No.
What if I gave you my word that my friend wouldn't take anything?
I cannot let anyone
My word is my
ascend.
life! I'm gonna
That
roll. I'm
law.
gonna roll an intimidation.
Alright, roll.
Oh god.
On an armor.
20! Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Okay.
Just like leaning in the Batman face again. My word is my life. Just, oh fuck.
Where's Bane?
Where are they?
Alright.
Rachel!
Get into
I
it.
like
Get
how we
into
went.
it.
I like how Gus has gone from like Yoda to Batman.
He hits the spectrum, man.
Man, all over the place.
But no.
All over the place.
You deliver this perfectly.
Sure.
In body language and in tone.
Sure.
And the armor seems completely unthreatened. And it immediately follows with, that rule is my life. I cannot let any ascend. I must lose.
You gotta beat him to go.
All right. I see honor in this.
You got this.
All right.
Inspiration.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, now you got 2.
And I'm just reading a fucking book.
All right. Gus twirls his warhammer.
The suit of armor takes its position at its, like, portion of the mosaic in the floor.
Okay.
It raises one hand, cocks it sideways, and simply states more than asks, weapons or with our hands.
My weapon is my life. Also, my word.
I would ask, do not break me.
Okay. So non-lethal.
It's what it's hoping for.
Okay. Okay. I can vouch for that. I'll do non-lethal.
All
Loyal
right.
to the fault to his magical armor friend's word or request.
Good luck. You've got, I think, 9 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it'll end before that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
that's a
Skamos is
lot of
like
rounds.
thinking about the giant crack of lightning that happens every 15 minutes.
Just about. All right, so, Gus.
Sure.
Approaching this thing and accepting its duel,
Mm-hmm.
only something like 8 paces away from each other,
Okay.
you see a pair of scabbards on its back, and
Sure.
it enters a fighting stance, something akin to a boxer or other martial artist. At the onset of combat, each sword flies out of its own will and takes a position on either shoulder.
Okay. That's pretty awesome.
Oh dear. He's like a gunman.
A little bit, I guess.
Magical Gundam.
You could refer to him as such.
He was like,
Infinite
oh
blade
man, he's
works.
a Gundam.
I guess roll
what?
initiative. Huh?
Yep, initiative.
All right.
That's a 13 for you?
Dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 13.
All right, 17.
That's fine.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
It will take the first turn,
Sure.
and it will charge into your space with 2 unarmed strikes.
All right.
Let's see if that hits. The first headed straight as a jab
Okay.
to provoke your defenses.
All right.
So, AC.
18.
Okay. That one is a miss.
Alright.
You dodge deftly. It doesn't even like cut your brow. You don't feel the wind on it.
Alright.
And then the second comes in as a hook, aiming just above the belt
Okay.
on your left side. All right. Dang. Okay. AC 18, right?
Yep.
All right. Misses again. You deftly step back, and
Cool.
again it whiffs. This time, each sword swings forward.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank God for that resistance to slashing damage.
Yeah.
All right. So Gus takes his warhammer and
The swords are going.
oh
Yes.
oh they
or
each
axe.
individually work. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So the first sword comes wide, but it completely misses as you dodged his second hook.
Okay.
The second sword, you can barely see it as it's moving so fast.
Sure.
But it seems much more refined, a lot less ornate. And that one hits.
Okay.
Alright. Fortunately, resistance. So. Let me go there. Yeah, 7 damage, halved, round down.
Okay.
So 3.
Yeah.
All right.
It is now your go.
All right. Cool. What Gus is going to do for this round is he's going to channel divinity.
Ooh.
He's going to raise his warhammer, say a silent prayer to Torn, and from the hilt going all the way up to the warhammer head, it begins to glow, a bright light emanating from his warhammer, becoming basically the entire area is just wreathed in a 20-foot radius with this dim light,
Yeah, that's the room.
and 20 feet beyond that.
Schemos puts down the notebook and pulls out the sketchbook and is like,
Not fast enough. You're blinded for like 3 seconds before he uses this.
It's now considered magical.
Oh dear. Okay. All right.
"Oh."
Okay.
And then because
interesting.
that's his full action. This I
I think
Right.
I don't think channel divinity takes an action.
it says as an action.
Oh, okay.
So that's it for this turn.
All right.
But it lasts for a minute.
You channel your strength, and it pours into the head of this mace. As you said, it illuminates the entire room, and it almost looks like it's blistering hot, like it's been left in the forge.
Cool.
All right. Its turn. It's going to swing.
All right.
First, again, a jab. This one hits,
Okay.
and it will strike for 5 damage, bludgeoning.
All right.
Just bam.
That's all right.
The second comes in as a cross, again aiming for the upper portion of your body. And that one hits as well.
Okay.
All right, 4 damage, bludgeoning.
Cool.
So those two cross in, peppering your defenses. The swords don't act this turn.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. So then I'll go in with a holy mighty swing. 13 plus 4, and I also add my charisma modifier. because
Oh,
I've done
wow.
Sacred weapons. That's plus 6,
Damn.
and then
Might hit.
6, 7, 8, 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
And then I'm gonna choose to use one of my spell slots to do a divine smite on him.
All right. All right, roll that damage.
Just rubbing eyes furiously must draw.
7, 8, 9, 14. That'd be 20 damage.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
And it's all
Any
magic.
other effect?
It's all
there?
magic damage, yeah.
Wow. 24? Or 20?
No, 20
It's
total.
all magic, and like 12 of that is radiant.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, alright, how much total again?
20 damage.
Wow. That is amazing.
That's a hefty dent.
Okay. Yeah, you hit hard.
Do you have extra attack? Or
Not
was
yet.
that-
My extra
That's
attack
like
for yeah.
Fifth level. Okay.
Alright.
We're still at
So,
Yeah.
that is your round, correct?
Yep.
Alright, it's back to his. You see these radiant streams covering the breastplate that you had slammed into. And it's almost like it's burning the metal.
Okay.
And there's just steam rising. Every now and then you see a flicker of flame from these cracks. But it is relentless. It continues its assault.
That's fine.
And goes to pepper your defenses again
Cool.
with 1, 2. Alright, the first is a miss, swinging wide. The second coming in for an uppercut is too short. And then the swords act. The first of them swinging way overhead. The second one coming in and actually catching you at the shoulder, running itself down. It hits for... Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. 8 damage.
Okay.
But that is
I'm bloodied
halved.
now.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Was that slashing or?
Yeah, that's slashing. So that's you have resistance.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was 4 damage.
Yes.
Oh, then I'm. Yeah, I'm not bloodied yet. Okay, cool. All right.
It is your go.
Okay, cool.
This thing, if it could, it looks like it's short on breath.
Okay. So I might want to pull my punch here.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if you bring it to 0, you can choose to deal non-lethal.
Oh, okay.
Basically
Cool.
meaning that
Yeah.
you can hold back
Fantastic.
the follow through
Okay.
so that it doesn't shatter.
Okay. Yeah. That,
So go as hard as you want.
Cool. All right, then we'll swing again with the warhammer. That would
You
be.
have inspiration.
Okay, cool. What's that mean?
You can add a d6 to that die roll.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
It takes you to 15.
That's above a 19.
Yeah, that would be above 19.
That'll hit then.
Okay.
Awesome. You also have another inspiration, so you can roll an advantage when you want.
Yeah.
All right, we'll expend
But
that.
that one he can use like whenever. He can just bank that.
I have
Yeah.
3 spell slots, so I'm just
All right.
gonna expend the other one. Do another smite on him.
Oh shit.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13,
Monstrous amounts of damage.
13. No, I think it's only 13 this time.
All right.
Unless there's, yeah, I think.
Only 13.
You
13.
you strike it again. How do you want to put it down?
Oh.
That was enough.
Shit.
Okay.
dude.
Well,
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Yeah, what I'll do is instead of so my first time I hit him was in the helmet, or I was attempting to hit him. You know, and I guess I made purchase on the breastplate. This
Yeah.
time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing up from his feet, knock him on the ground,
Okay.
and then if he's at 0, definitely choose to not slay him. But I just put
Okay.
I put my foot on the breastplate and I say, "You're done, friend."
Good job, Gus, and I run up the stairs.
All right. You see the light that was between the armor plates fade, but its form does not collapse. Your radiant fire finally simmers out and no longer burns into the breastplate. But you have absolutely beaten this thing within 2 rounds.
Alright.
Fuck.
Nice.
Yeah. Skamos, you have like the lesser half of 9 minutes to run through here.
Going.
Are you just gonna like catalog what you can see, or?
I'm cataloging almost everything I can see, but I'm trying to get. I'm trying to find the most important looking thing in the room, and stairs.
Okay. What you see as soon as you ascend the room is a sectioned off room to your left, a sectioned off room to your right, and down the center, a greater staircase that you would assume leads to one more floor and then probably the open air, which you may not want to be at.
Alright, throw open the door on the left. What's in there?
You see a bedroom.
throw open the door on the right.
You see what looks like some kind of workshop. You see remnants of every kind of toolkit you've ever seen.
Any kind of big machine in there?
None that you're noticing.
Stairs.
Alright, you run up and you see something that you simply don't understand. It's a collection of those machines and other arcane devices. You have no idea what any of these mean. You have no idea as to what their purpose is. You don't have any arcane training and thus are incapable of even properly, visualizing these. They're moving. They're fluid. Several of them look like containers, vats, massive power cells, but you can't make any of that out.
Just sketch the general image of it, I guess.
Yeah. It takes you the better part of 5 minutes, and then you figure you should probably get out.
Yep, okay.
Alright, you run downstairs, and the armor is unmoving.
Go back to the second floor and take a quick peek in the bedroom. Is there, a book on a desk somewhere?
There are bookcases.
I run in and grab 3 and then run out.
Alright.
You're not supposed to take anything.
Shit!
Put it back, run.
It's just like,
You hear
That's
Mara
right,
and
Christ.
Val in unison in your head.
it's like you cannot take
There's a
anything.
time
Is
and
it
place
cursed?
for everything.
Is it
Don't
cursed,
ride your
essentially?
bike indoors.
I
Well, but-
don't know. Yeah. So, shit. Run downstairs. Alright, guys, let's go.
Alright. Gus picks up his armor friend, says, "You can come back now."
Alright, as you begin to pick it up, you see ether, like a wispy blue smoke, begin to form out from the armor
Okay.
and then fill it out.
Okay.
As it reanimates itself, the swords that had clattered to the ground slowly raise and then slide back into their respective scabbards.
Okay.
As you're lifting, you continue to lift it, it braces itself on you before standing on its own, almost rocking back. And it, removing its hand from you, asks, "Is the other one still upstairs?"
I shake my head. Nope.
Hello.
Good. If you can understand what's happened here, you might free me.
Shit, pressure. I don't deal well with this.
For
It's
now,
like, historically, this is bad.
Gus turns and looks at you. "Can we help my friend, my new friend?"
Eventually.
We will try.
Okay.
I can promise that maybe.
for now, go.
Yeah, no,
And
this is
it
not-
looks like it's kind of like hobbling back to one of the corners.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
You did enough to knock it out.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Alright. So you all run back to the camp. Mara's already on watch. Swigs and Val have already gone to sleep, and the both of you are actually pretty tired. After a long day of travel and ending it with that, it's
Yeah.
exhausting.
Yeah, I try to get my tent together as best as I can in my,
Yeah.
my condition.
Yeah.
Alright, slide
Bad
in.
cardio.
I say, "Good night, friends, Gamos."
Yeah,
Hop
okay.
in my tent.
Mara knows better than to ask.
Okay.
They're alive. That's all that matters.
I just go over, sit down, just pull out the sketch and just pass it to Mara.
She kind of looks up from the book. Did you just shake all over the page? What is this? Your drawings are usually better than this. I don't understand what I'm looking at.
Gus peeks his head out and says, "Gus got to fight a suit of armor. It was great. Good battle. Good night."
Looks over at him. Is like, the suit of armor.
Yeah, it's still alive.
I mean,
But
armor
it-
doesn't die.
No, I mean, I think he could have killed it if he really wanted to, but he chose not to. But in the 8.5 minutes I had to check out, there's this weird giant machine on the third thing. I don't know. This looks kind of like this. I didn't have a whole lot of time.
It was an assortment of contraptions that may have been connected, may have worked just by being around each other. It's all too difficult to process because you don't understand how any of it works.
And Mara's just staring at us. You understand, if this means nothing to you, it won't mean much to me.
Yeah, but I have to share. I'm stressed.
In the morning, maybe show Val. She seems to have a handle on certain things.
I
Okay.
have like a +4 in Arcana.
That's more than anyone here.
Mara's just
So.
gonna keep reading her book.
Alright. I imagine Scamos is turning in for the night.
He's gonna, yeah, he will, but he's staring at both the sketch and the 2 sketches he has of all of those symbols.
Go ahead and roll raw int.
6.
You're not catching anything between them. Alright. And that'll be the night, I think.
Gus kind of mutters himself, oh, I should have fixed the wire. Goes to sleep.
You didn't fix the wagon!
Still a bunch of lumber sitting there.
Perfect.
We live
Alright.
in time someday.
Not
We'll
my
have
goal.
time in the morning.
So, alright. The lot of you pack up and get on your way. It took about a week to get out to Doll Hall. It took about a week to get from Clash Keep to Longbrook and back. You know that by the end of this day, you will be resting at Verner's Keep. At the Clash Keep.
Luxury.
Yep, Bastion of the Tiefwoods.
No more bullshit.
I mean, still bullshit. Different kind of bullshit. Political bullshit.
Alright,
People kind of
so,
bullshit. Manageable bullshit.
Mara, are you going to try and, rush the group back to Clash Keep, or just continue at a leisurely pace?
Not rushing necessarily, but keeping.
A brisk pace.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your land vehicle.
That's a nat 20.
Whoa!
Alright, it doesn't take much time, but you manage
That's
to
like the third
get
this
them on a
episode.
forced march. Everybody will get a point of exhaustion, but
What?
you will actually all make it to Clash Keep in far less time. As nobody is slacking, as nobody is, holding up the pace, you make it to Clash Keep by midday.
Pulling up to the gates. What do you know? No one died.
Was that Gus?
Oh, no, that was just Aaron. That was just Aaron.
Okay. Swigs.
Swigs,
It shouldn't be as much of a problem here.
keep her bundled until we get to the estate.
Are you just gonna keep her in the barrel?
I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be nearly as
Like,
much
also,
of a problem.
people know me here, so I think it'll be better, but I want to, gauge the room first.
Alright. Well, are you going to the town or the keep first?
I'd say the key.
Straight to the keep. Get
Alright.
this done.
I'm looking on the sides of the road for a one-eyed man with a cittern.
You don't see any. But as you lot actually close in on Clash Keep itself, and the gates begin to open for you, well before you even have to breach them, you see a single advisor waiting for you with several hands of Lord Verner, just servants, workers, ready to aid you. As soon as you pass the threshold into Clash Keep proper and make it on the grounds, this servant is being rather delicate in the handling of all of you, as he has you all unmount from the cart. They give a knowing smile and lean in to you, Val, and they say, "Would you like us to accommodate the package? We could move it up to Verner's Manor."
Somebody help me. Just bring it with us.
I can bring it with me, that's fine.
Okay. We have rooms set aside that you may clean up and have dinner with the Lord. It will be an early dinner, as we had not expected you so soon, but
No one did.
yeah.
We came in like a thunderstorm. I'm very tired.
I'll be getting your account on your travels before you see the Lord. So go ahead, make yourselves. This woman here, she will guide you to the manor and your rooms, allow you to be cleaned up. You've been traveling for days. And we can go ahead and take care of your account afterwards. Sound good?
Fair enough.
Sounds good to me.
Standard procedure.
Bath, food, yes.
Good. All right then. And the lot of you are like scurried through the keep, up the stone steps to Verner's Manor, where you're each treated to a room, a bath, and then collected in a meeting room in one of the side courtyards of his manor. There you see the same aide after you've each freshened up with a quill, ink, a table, and a whole lot of paper. So,
Story time.
I'll be recounting your tale. If you could go ahead and begin from the start.
My earliest memory is
no,
a field of
hold
red.
The beginning of the adventure.
Our assignment was to escort an older man into Longbrook. We were not given any further details. Upon leaving Clash Keep, we set up camp. I don't know how far outside of Doll Hall. We decided that would be our stop.
4 hours outside Doll Hall?
And upon that, we were ambushed by goblins.
Yes, I'd heard about those. Tell me, how harrowing was it?
We handled it handily. Mara swept in... never mind.
I'll handle the embellishment. It's okay.
We
not
made
news.
quick work of them, more or less. A couple of arrows to the chest, but nothing we couldn't handle. I believe the next morning we stumbled
No, you
upon...
forgot about the fire rocks.
Oh, the fire... It was getting to the fire rocks.
There were fire rocks?
happened the first night.
I hadn't heard of fire rocks.
Oh, please, tell him about the fire rocks.
There was a cave.
I'm not even in there. You guys can't tell a story.
All right, let
This
you
is
go.
not a story, this is a report.
It's a story.
It is a
A
report.
report is a story.
Of course, the bard is critiquing everyone's storytelling
Okay,
skills.
if you remember it in order, then tell it in order.
Well, how about this? Go ahead and give me the snippets. We do have a dinner to get you all to.
Goblins threw rocks that exploded.
Alright, that's an interesting detail.
I'm sorry that I didn't say that they unleashed cascading rings of fire.
That would have been great. Write that down.
I'll
One of them
put it under
hit
consideration.
me with a pillar of fire, and it was very painful.
Oh.
This one could cast magic.
I'm curious, were you more or less charred than you are now? Moving on.
In any case, we found their den within a day or so and
That's the
rooted
first
them
racist thing anyone's ever said to like
Underneath.
Val in this entire time.
found-
Gus is like confused and looking at Val like, I see no burn marks. Looking back at the bard like quizzically like her skin looks great.
She exfoliates.
Pardon me, it was a ruse. I apologize.
Thank you.
We found a den of goblins wielding lacrima, transmuted into strange stones that, upon
Yes.
breaking, exploded into cascading flame
Alright. And
underneath the Tower of Cath of Aether.
well, that's unsettling.
Yes, it's about. Well, if you're going as fast as us, it's like 6 hours that way.
Depending on the woods.
I'll just hand this to Lord Verner, but I show them the sketch of the 3rd floor. There's...
Yes, that makes no sense to me.
I know, I can't make sense of it, but it was what I got.
So moving on. There was a tower, Cath, supposedly. There was a hovel of goblins in a cave, as they usually are, but they had rocks that exploded into fire.
And magic.
Yes.
Yes. Proceeded into Doll Hall within a day or so of that.
Oh, wonderful time.
Not exactly our target, our mark, wandered from us up the hill through Doll Hall
Towards
Into the grove.
into the grove. They had been having some issues recently with workers disappearing.
A giant spider from the Fey
We're
Wilds
getting-
named...
Now
Getting
you're the one doing
to
it.
the
How does it
spider.
feel?
If we could continue.
Yes, we agreed to help them root out the problem, went into the grove, and it was a giant spider by the name of Arachnus. Nearly ate this one.
Fake
Points over
spider.
its game modes.
Weird spin on them.
Arachnus.
I didn't choose
didn't
its
name
name.
it.
I don't know how clever it
It
thought it
talked.
was.
It talked to us. It said Arachnus.
Ew.
Yeah.
Alright, okay,
Trying
moving
to eat
on.
me.
Some
It
type
hit
of
a-
demon?
I don't want
No,
to.
it was
Alright,
Faye.
I don't like
Worse.
giant spiders that call themselves Arac anything, so moving on.
It hit us
Well-
with its babies.
It's dead now. We managed to save 3 within cocoons. The
It'll be
other,
back in 3
Perfect,
years.
one less nightmare for me.
we saved 3. 11 or so already had died.
They don't kill when you slay.
Unfortunate
They don't die when you slay them.
casualties. If we could move past the giant spider piece.
Yes.
Right. Wrapped it up. Left Doll Hall, and believe at that point we were encountered by bandits. Is that the point where we hit the bandits?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got out of Doll Hall. They didn't know what sandwiches were. We made it past.
No sandwiches. There's not a thing as sandwich.
It exists.
Okay, moving beyond the bard's delusions.
Made it past the city, the little town of the traveling people.
This one got hit in the head.
Yes,
his pretty
by the
paint
bandits
stolen.
that
Ah.
accosted us on the side of the road, and where we met our good friend Gus, who rushed to our aid.
Yes, I believe hearing something about the report of you being sent out.
Hi. My name is Augustus Thunderbeard, formerly of the Bone Splitter clan. You can call me Gus. He puts his hand out.
And this is the
That's
9th
okay,
time
Gus.
we've
That's
heard
okay.
him say
That's
this.
Now, Gus, this was the part where you entered the fold, yes?
Yes.
I believe that you had a testimony from good old Roderick. He'd given you a letter?
Yes.
Alright, if I could have that now, that I may read it.
All right. He takes off his pack. Hands it to you.
Alright. He unfurls it, reads it. And as to your testament in regards to the character of these 3 here.
These 3 here are good people. They mean well to those around us and followed orders very well.
Good, good. I think that is...
They get an approval from me, Gus, and if I could be so bold, from Torm.
Well, that is quite a, that is quite an accolade that you've bestowed upon them. We'll go ahead and proceed with that, then. I think that will be sufficient. He stows the letter.
Oh, there was one issue that we should probably bring up.
Oh?
The toad.
Toad.
We reached a bridge, the bridge right between this territory and Longbrook. And under the bridge was a broken wagon
Lots of
Oh
broken
my.
wagons
with
and
a lot of
giant toad.
black moss
Great evil.
growing out from it. The paladin sensed evil from it. Upon
Great.
inspecting it, there was a giant toad equal in size to the wagon, covered with welts, filled with the same kind of liquid that seemed to be infecting the moss.
That's horrific.
We fought it for a bit.
It also tried to eat me.
Yes.
How does everything just target you?
I mean, I'm so delicious and delectable.
Moving past that, I'm not writing that down. I don't need to know how you found out and how you taste.
Oh no.
We don't approve of cannibals over here.
I was gonna make a very different joke.
Let's not
move
go
along then.
That's the joke. Moving on.
We fought it for a bit. We were about to put it down when it was pushed into the Longbrook and swept downstream. We did not
Okay.
see anything of it since.
That's...
We didn't go looking for it either.
Alright, that's why we do these reports.
Well, it went downstream way too fast for us to follow.
Can't be helped.
Yeah.
And after that, the exchange in regards to the Kingsguard went just
Yes.
fine?
Yes.
It was within the same day.
Oh,
No
well.
complications.
To be perfectly frank, I'm a little surprised that you went through all of these troubles and still managed to get the old man there. He seemed rather fragile to me.
He's more spry than you believe.
Too spry.
Well, I'm sure there's more of a story there, but this report doesn't need it. So, let's go ahead and send you to dinner. And they roll up the parchments that had recounted your tales, stow them with the letter, and make a small bow as they exit. Oh, by the way, it's just in the main hall. I believe you've all already been there. The dining hall?
Of course.
All right. Well,
Gus is like dining hall.
have a nice meal.
This one.
Oh. Okay.
they see themselves out, and a lot of you walk out from the eastern courtyard into the center courtyard, and then into the dining
Gus
hall.
just kind of mutters, "This place is very fancy."
It is. It is. I'm kind of jealous.
All right.
It wears off.
I envy. I envy that tiredness. I don't know. Wow, I cannot word right now.
Well, we're all
It's okay.
all of our characters are very exhausted from
Yeah.
pushing ourselves to the brink to get here.
Being clever is literally my job.
It's okay.
You're
It's
okay.
okay.
Skamos.
You have a wisdom of 6.
5.
Oh wow, I overestimated.
All right. So as you all break into the dining hall, you see a smaller table than the last. Previously, there had been 3 grand tables that had made a large horseshoe shape with a fire pit in the center. Now you see, but in the center of this very empty room, a table fit for 6 with 5 chairs. And the head, where Lord Verner would sit, does not have a chair nor a meal placement. As you all come up to the table, 2 on either side, you see Swigs in the 5th seat, kicking her feet and waiting for the food.
No baby.
Hi, Swigs.
Hi.
They take good care of you?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Good.
I told you it wouldn't be a problem with Verner. It's not nearly as backwards as those doll hall folk.
I still worry.
As we should. Sit down.
All right.
Sit down.
You'll sit down. It takes just a little bit of time before the food is brought out, but a few trusted hands come in with many plates of food, offering it to each of you. If you had a preferred dish, that is what this would be. It is individualized.
It's a sandwich!
What in the hell?
There is a god!
Gus thinks back to the last good meal he had. Can I have ham, please?
Yeah, no, and it's just it is almost a replica of that
Cool.
meal, but served slightly differently.
Okay, cool. Gus is happy.
Breads and cheese.
This is
mostly.
this is
I
great.
was raised in a
Just
bakery. I
his
was
same
raised in a
response for
bakery.
everything he eats.
Yeah. Mara,
Cut
is it a pheasant? A whole pheasant?
Dire pheasant.
She had enough dire pheasant for a fucking lifetime.
Okay.
She wants some red meat.
she wants a cut of meat and some potatoes. You know which cut I like.
All right, and before the lot of you, it is served your preferred meal. Swigs has like a small sampling of what Val and Mara would have, and like slices of what Gus has.
I was hoping you would say like Cheerios and like fruit roll-ups.
No,
It was really.
no.
I have gushers, guys.
Cereal bar.
Yeah.
I got
Some pudding.
And some green ketchup. Part of me hoped.
But she stays mostly quiet. She actually looks like she's in a different outfit. Instead of all of her stuff being kind of ragtag and handmade, it actually looks like the clothes that a small noble child would wear, like silks, like very well-tailored cloths, and actual shoes, not her like little pouch slippers.
I bought her shoes.
Yeah, she had shoes, but boots don't work for this occasion.
Okay.
Stepping up in the world,
How did
Swigs.
they get those to her size so fast?
It's just for her children.
You literally just buy children's clothes.
I guess. Yeah.
Or halfling clothes. Either which way works.
I guess I just don't make children's clothes.
You don't.
You don't.
Not
You
much,
mostly make
no.
clothes for you.
Yeah.
But in this time, you have time to enjoy your meals and discuss any portion of your adventures.
I told you they existed. He's just like waving the sandwich.
You're losing a few
witchcraft.
pieces, but
I'm
the
not
point
convinced.
is made.
It's
Nope.
It's not witchcraft.
Nope.
It's delicious.
I wonder if my
not
armor
looking up for
friend
mistakes.
It's not
spreads a charm.
DiGiorno, it's DeStruggle.
If I don't see it, it's not there. Mara cannot handle being wrong in this instance because the sandwich was so viscerally upsetting. There was such a vehement argument.
Your point must be right.
No, I don't care that I see it. No.
Just as Mara's shouting, your food's gonna get cold.
It's like, nope, I'm having a stroke. It's not there.
It's real and it's delicious.
Nope.
With a spicy aioli. And
Nope.
grilled
What
chicken.
the hell is aioli?
Delicious.
Oh, and I'm the fancy one, aioli.
Oh, all right. Something like 30 minutes passes. You all enjoy your meal. The constant back and forth between the lot of you, till Verner finally makes his appearance, breaching the large and ornate double doors at the far side of the room. He very carefully walks up to where his seat at the table would be, and grabbing a wine glass, fills it with his own bittered wine, raises it after looking to each of you, and says, "I would toast you now, but first, I would have you each know my gratitude in the most sincere manner possible. You've done me a great service. You have fulfilled your debts. And I, Lord Verner, of the Green Crown, thank you. Your payment will be waiting in your rooms, and you are free to stay at the manor for the next 2 weeks, after which, unfortunately, I will be having guests and must promptly kick you out."
I could entertain.
You could, but I would still have to kick you out.
This is your way.
Now, to the toast you also rightfully deserve, allow me to commend you all on a job well done. I know the strangeness of these woods firsthand, and it would seem a lot of you had a chance to experience the truth of it. At this point, he gives a nod towards Swigs, and even carry some of it with you. That said, I'll not ignore the results of your fine judgment. Your capacity for problem solving has exceeded even my expectations. To think you would go so far as to punish an oathbreaker, you've earned the favor of Dalhall, and also my trust. As such, I have decided to offer each of you employment as the first heroes of the Green Crown, a title you will earn in the tasks to come. Should you accept, I will grant you a token giving you status greater than any of my agents. You will operate on your own terms, much like those heroes of old. I'm certain that freedom will bring a strength greater than any lord could offer. It is that strength I'll depend on in the trials to come." So with formalities aside, let us get to the business. Will you accept my offer?
Skamos pulls out the little silver coin, tosses it on the table, and says, "Fuck yeah, that's the best deal I've heard in years." Like, shit. 2 weeks ago, people were throwing stones at me in alleys. This, I'll take it. Yeah, shit.
Leave it to Skamos to break the ice.
I'm in.
Seeing Skamos' reaction and throwing the coin on the table, Gus just pulls the coin out, puts it on the table. "Torm has guided me this way. I will see this path through." And he nods in your direction.
Verner gives each of you a nod and then takes a long drink.
You've been very accommodating to me and my new friend, and I very much appreciate that. And I thank you for all that you've done for me. So, in this case, I will accept. I place my coin on the table.
Hero was the title.
That is the title I must present to the courts. But you lot may call yourselves whatever you wish.
You know, if I were in any position to refuse you, I might. But I'm not, and I must continue to express my gratitude. So I accept.
I'd be happy to have your strength regardless. And so, with that business set aside, I must peel back the veil of the teakwood and show you what lies beneath.
Oh boy.
I have an acquaintance. They have been pivotal in the strengthening of these lands. And it is through their guidance that I have continued to rule with a level hand. I see you've all finished your dinners. If you could please stand and follow me. You as well, Swigs. And Swigs very sheepishly, begins to cling to Val again.
Yep.
Pick up my hat.
I'm gonna stand up and walk with Swigs for once.
All right.
Nice feeling.
Lord Verner turns around, taking the pitcher of wine with him in his glass. He calls for a servant as they open the doors he had entered from again. Now, follow me. Pours himself a glass and continues to drink while he walks through the hall. This all being a portion that a lot of you have never traversed before. There are portraits of the old lords. Only 2 of them. With many blank spaces on the walls. Lord Verner's father and grandfather, respectively. You lot recognize none of them. But as he continues to walk through the halls, he says, "Now, what you may see next is something that I've had trouble coming to terms with throughout the course of my life. But if you can simply accept it, then you will have a much better time dealing with it. If any of you are alarmed by the peculiar ways of the woods, I would ask that you suspend your judgment." As the second set of double doors opens, you see, as this picture bears itself to you, a grove, half set into the mountain and half covered by a wooden structure that is a continuation of the manor. Within this massive grove is a singular isle in a large pond with natural bridges of earth separating this pool into 3 sections. At the very center of this small island stands a large stone, about 1.5 feet tall, with a smoothed hole bored just at the top. And resting before that stone is a green spectral figure with what look like robes billowing out in every direction. Verner steps aside, takes a seat on a stone bench, and gestures that each of you walk towards. Go ahead, speak with him. He'll tell you what's really happening.
Val steps forward.
All right. Val, as you step forward, you feel a serene calmness wash over you until you find yourself at the edge of this pond.
Greetings.
The spirit almost swims to face you, drifting to its portion of the island that is closest to you. You may enter. Please, walk across.
Just tentatively takes a step forward and just slowly moseys along.
All right. The earthen bridge supports you without any sign of give, as Swigs struggles to follow, but keeps in tow. And the spirit then drifts only to the side to see the rest of you clearly. Now, I believe I'll be needing the rest of you.
All right, Gus goes next.
Alright. Gus, you feel the same ease wash over you.
Okay.
Something that reminds you of Torm's embrace. The warmth of a forge.
Huh.
It's very comforting.
Can I use my divine sense?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
It allows you to sense fiends, undead, and...
Celestials.
Okay. You get the feeling that this is some sort of celestial,
Okay.
but you're really not
Right,
it's
I'm unsure.
it's off.
Okay.
Like, if it were purely celestial, you could tell, but it's not.
Okay.
So it might be a mixture of things.
Gamos is staring at this figure
Yeah.
and the stone
Uh-huh.
and the grove
Uh-huh.
and silently muttering 100 things to himself.
Okay.
Mara shoves him forward.
Oh, fuck.
As soon as you breach the aura of this place, you are put at ease. You may continue to mutter if you wish, but you feel home.
Does he get his antlers back?
Not quite, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, those don't pop up.
Not until I do beautiful things. He looks towards the figure, bows very deeply in a very strange manner, straightens up, and then asks, "May I enter?"
Of course. That's why you're here.
He bows again and again, and then goes.
Alright. The figure bows only slightly, with only the upper portion of its spectral body moving as you cross its earthen bridge.
Last one standing crosses the bridge after seeing everybody else go. Doesn't bow, doesn't say anything, hardly looks at it, but treads carefully.
Alright. As you pass over the earthen bridge, the spirit simply says, "Dear child, I am sorry. Now, to the business I have with each of you. First, let me appreciate the efforts to which you have aided me already. Knowing or not, you are in my house. It would be rude not to provide for you." And as they drift only slightly to the side, and they gesture, presenting 5 stone cups sitting on a stone bench. "Drink of these, that I may fully thank you."
Gonna be waiting on everyone else again on this one.
Verner chimes in, drinking his wine from the other side of the grove, and just says, "It's fine. It's not poison." He takes another long drink.
That's
I mean,
not quite what I'm worried
Gus,
about.
Gus, sensing that this is celestial, feeling that feeling of relaxing feeling, he'll go up and take the chalice and sip.
All right, it's like a small stoneworked
Okay.
cup,
Okay.
and as you raise it and drink of it, you feel a strength you'd never known before,
Oh, cool.
and it fills your being.
Nice.
It spreads out through you and becomes you. You feel that in some way or another you have grown in power.
Oh, wow.
Skamos walks up to the cups, picks one up, and butters to himself, but just loud enough to be heard. It's like, "I knew this was gonna happen one day. I'm gonna be stuck in these woods forever." God. And he drinks deeply.
All right, and much like Gus did, a warmth fills you, and then a full-bodied courage, and you feel alive. All right.
Val steps forward
Swig steps with you.
and it's just like whispering her rosaries to herself as she picks up the cup and like slowly sips from it.
All right. As you do so, you feel your body strengthen. Your will resolute. You are empowered.
They said there were 5 bowls.
Yes.
Mara's gonna step up, take one of it, and hand the extra to Swigs.
Well, Swigs.
Swigs was with you.
Oh.
He's with you.
She didn't get hers.
Oh. Okay.
Swigs will offer her hand out with 1 and then 2 to secure it. And looking up at you and saying, "Is it safe?"
We can drink it together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And at that point, Mara shoots the whole thing.
Alright, Swigs goes as well. And Mara, for you, this is like adrenaline. As soon as it hits, your senses heighten. And then your body tempers itself. And before you know it, this next level is like your average. And Swigs gets dizzy, falls, and then stands back up with the stone cup. Everyone, raise your maximum hit die to the highest for your level.
You need our hit points?
Yes.
Oh,
All of your hit die are max now.
shit.
So I'm at 3 with a +1 to con.
We can take care of the shopkeeping in a bit,
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
we'll just-
Thank you. Yeah.
Do that later.
but you will be at your maximum hit die for your level.
Okay.
For completing your quest, you have also raised a level. So that will come in retroactively.
Okay, cool.
So that's
Yeah, we can do bookkeeping later on that for sure.
Yeah. And the spirit speaks up again. And now that I have thanked you all, I would like to speak of what business I believe I have with each of you. You see, if you're here, you're Verner's chosen, and as such, I must divulge to you an uncomfortable truth and thrust upon you a terrible burden. These woods have been placid for decades. Only recently have they begun to grow restless and unruly. In just half a year's time, the woods become host to outlaws, monstrous tribes, and a rot which corrupts the hearts of fae. Every day now, I watch the coming storm creep over the horizon, and in our future I see only fire and emptiness. That is, without you, of course. With your aid, we would see this storm quelled, but you cannot fight what you do not know. This storm I speak of is set to strike on 3 fronts. On the surface, these problems may seem trivial or minor, but they are not to be underestimated. Should any of these forces go unchallenged, they would result in the burning, devouring, or otherwise total destruction of these woods. A bandit lord has found power in the blasted sands of the east. It is only a matter of time till he grows hungry and flees west. And when that time comes, he will set the Teefwood ablaze. In the capital, thieves whisper honeyed words and sow poison. Now seeking to spread their curse through Verner's land, their plots would see nobles fall and nations crumble. And in the mountain overlooking Taruna, a hungry old soul must finally be put to rest. Should those zealots controlling the town continue to unknowingly stoke its hunger, it will devour all in its path. You've had a glimpse of these perils firsthand. You may be our best chance at staving off disaster. And if you have any love for the people of this land, then as Oracle of the Green Crown and Keeper of the Teefwood, I bring before you these 3 burdens. If you truly are our heroes, then you must counter one of these 3 threats.
Make your choice.
Wow.
Fuck!
Fuck is right.
That's a way to wrap it up, huh?
Oh god.
Truly heroes of the realm, huh?
Oh, Lord.
Well, they certainly hope so.
So I'm voting kill the toad.
Just go back and find that toad.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
I
the
don't
toad.
see it being a problem.
Well, like the whole, rot thing, I find that's kind of a big problem.
Well, yeah.
That's one
Yeah.
of the things, I guess.
There's probably a lot of rotten toads in there now.
Oh, man.
Oh,
It's,
I don't want to deal with more than one.
Well,
Skamos that entire time was just standing there looking at this thing. He's like, fuck, no, it's from the courts. Fuck, no, it's come to take me. Fuck, I'm gonna be stuck in the Feywild forever.
It's making me drink the thing. Yeah, I was having the same idea, but
Yeah,
not in
no.
character.
I don't like that it apologized to Mara.
Yeah, no, that was...
But I mean, I have theories as to why that is, but
Yeah. No, I'll not spoil
Yeah.
anything, but yeah.
as far as the conflicts go, I know where my character's leaning.
Tarina.
She's gonna want to figure out what the fuck's going on at home if it's
Yeah.
literally enough to be mentioned. So that
I think
could be interesting.
Gus being a new participant in this this particular part of the story is probably just going to go on your guys' word of what's going on, seeing as he trusts you. So
I wouldn't be surprised if Gus was just like, why not all three?
What do you mean?
Like,
Just one?
I want to help.
yeah, pretty much.
I fucking love Gus. I'm so glad we were able to get you
Thanks,
in.
guys.
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
for having me.
The continuation of this campaign is going to see great use of each of your characters.
So happy.
It's gonna be great.
Ooh.
I'm just
Who knows what that
happy
will
I'm
be,
gonna
but-
be able to stay on. Like that's big for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, awesome.
We will get back to this campaign and figure all that out once we figure out how to get you recorded.
Yeah.
Well, where there's a will,
I know
there's a way.
there are actually programs that will record audio in and audio out.
Okay.
So you can actually. So a lot of people they'll podcast through like. I remember
and
Skype, Discord. A lot of people do Discord now. I remember when I was watching Podtaku, they did all of their stuff through Skype,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh God, I'm no wonder you guys like canceled your fucking podcast. That must have sucked."
Well, I even watch like a league interview shows and whatnot. And when they have remote guests, they're all doing it on Skype.
Yeah.
That's honestly, that's kind of crazy though. Like
So
that's
once
cool.
we figure that out, Anthony will return.
Oh yeah.
But in the meantime, y'all fucks are gonna get our next campaign.
Yup.
No word on what that is yet.
Nope, you'll
But-
figure it out when we figure it out.
It's a surprise.
That wraps up season 1.
I hope
Jeepers.
you all enjoyed it.
Thank you for listening. We appreciate you sticking with us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I was Max Cinnamon Bun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I will gladly return to Skamos anytime. I've enjoyed his character so much. He's been so much fun.
So if you have any final farewells for our audience, this may be the last time we get to play these characters for a while.
Thank you for listening, and yeah, pretty excited to play Gus once again, whenever the time comes.
Thank you so much for joining us through all of this for as long as it's going to take to listen to all of it. Not counting how long it's going to take for all of it to come out.
Oh yeah, no, so much editing needs to be done.
Yeah. Thanks so
And-
much for.
Yeah, thank you for investing your time in us.
Yeah, if you're actually a fan, fucking sorry.
No,
Please
no,
like,
no.
comment,
We're all
subscribe.
just so grateful.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh man.
Don't forget to reach donor level 5. I was like, no, that's bullshit. Yeah, thanks so much for listening. Tomorrow's been a decent amount of fun. I look forward to whipping things once again.
I never
And
really went over that this is like your first campaign.
yeah, oh, that's the other thing. I've been playing D&D like 2 months or something, so this was rough.
Nice.
I wasn't even supposed to be
This was
in this
Jess's
campaign.
This was Jess's like first campaign, and it's my last in-person campaign with this group. So yeah,
Bit of
first for everyone.
yeah, pretty memorable. Thanks for bearing with us.
Yeah, thank you so
Hope
much.
you'll stick around for the next one.
A big thank you from me as DM. I really hope you enjoyed the story. Aside from that, look forward to the next if you enjoyed this. Do we have anything else to say?
We love you. Bye-bye.
Until next time.
I'll miss you.
Oh.